Hey everyone, it's Rye from Rye9 Fitness. Today we're going to be going over different techniques to loosen up the hamstrings. I know a lot of people like to play golf. I know a lot of people like to do a lot of leg exercises. Great way to loosen them up. So stay with us, no equipment needed. Alright everyone, first exercise we're doing for the hamstrings it's going to be a three-way toe touch. Okay? So, what I have here are just two dumbbells. Okay? If you have dumbbells at your house, use these, or you can even use a book, or you can use anything that's going to give you about 2 inches of elevation. First thing Jen's going to do is she's going to put her toes up on those dumbbells, okay? First position is always toes up. What she's now going to do 8 times, she's going to reach for the ceiling and reach for the toes, okay? Now, what you're going to feel here when you start doing this is you might feel a little off balance. It's very normal, okay? And what it's doing to the rest of your body is it's kind of resetting your abdominals a little bit. It's kind of helping. And after you get 8 with your toes elevated, we're going to move right into your heels elevated, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to get 8 toe touches just with your heels elevated. You want to try to focus on keeping your knees locked out, okay? And very easy, just nice up and down, trying to just reach for the sky, reach for the toes. Lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to do the easiest, just regular toe touches. So she's going to get flat on the floor, she's going to reach up, she's going to reach down, okay? The tempo that Jen's doing right now is perfect. This is what you want to do. It just kind of warms everything up. And it's actually enforcing the hip hinge mechanics, okay? All you golfers out there, that is a great thing to do before a round, okay? Just warming up the hamstring. Okay, everyone, now we're going to do some standing hamstring rotation stretches, okay? Now, we brought a table out. You could actually use your couch, you could use just a chair, you could use the table if you want to. But you want this table to basically not be any higher than your hips, okay? To start, at least. Get something a little lower. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a foot, we're going to kick it straight up, okay? Now, this knee is going to stay locked out. And one thing I want Jen to do is point that toe back towards her, okay? Perfect. This leg on the ground, keep it straight. And what you're going to do is sit your right legs up on the table. You're going to take your left hand, you're going to reach back and reach down and just get that slight little standing hamstring stretch here. And we're keeping it active, okay? We're keeping it rotative too. So she's kind of rotating in and then rotating down. Okay, we're going to do 8 on a side. And you know, what you're going to find is when you're doing it, balance might kick in. So you might need to put like something on either side of you if you need to, just to kind of hold it. And then you go down and attack that foot. Good job there. Again, pointing that toe back to you. Other leg is straight. That's great. And we just got 8 on the side. And very good job. All right, everyone. For the next hamstring stretch that we're going to do, you are going to be lying flat on your back. Okay? This is going to be a self-activated stretch here, where you're kind of like in charge. Okay? So what Jen's going to do is she's going to kick her leg straight out. She's going to pull one knee up to her chest. Now, Jen is flexible enough that she can grab the back of her leg here with her hands. If you can only bring your leg up, let's go Jen just for a second. If you can only bring your leg up to here, you might need a towel to kind of throw around your leg and hold it like this, okay? Jen is going to bring that leg all the way up, hold her hands back here, and what she's going to do 8 times is she's going to try to extend that leg straight as she can. Some of you might not be able to get this 9-degree angle that she's holding right here, and you might kick your foot out maybe down here, okay? In any case, it's your decision. You've got to kind of work this one in. Get a feel for what the opposing leg is doing as well. If you're kicking that leg up and you feel your opposite leg kind of bending or kind of kicking out to the side, readjust and kind of progress lower, okay? But let's do 8 on a side. Jen's doing a great job here because every time you kick that leg up, again, you're trying to point that toe down to your head. That's going to really activate the calf as well. 8 on the side, great way to kind of get the hamstrings fired up. Okay, so for our next one, we are going to be down on all 4s, all right? We're going to start on all 4s, I should say. What Jen's going to do is she's going to bring a leg up to the outside as far as she can, okay? Now, when that foot is stable, when you're in a comfortable position, you might not be able to get up that high. Your foot might be back here somewhere. Let's try to slide this knee back and get a big stretch in that right hamstring. With your foot locked on the ground, I want you to just wiggle that knee back and forth. A total of 16 times, okay? Which is, in a sense, just kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's going to go back and forth 16 times. And the whole time you're trying to just keep that foot flat on the floor because we don't really want the ankle doing much work here. We just want that hamstring right in here, kind of getting that stretch, more of an active stretch, and just going back and forth. Notice Jen kind of keeping that rib cage up, good posture. There we go. Big stretch there. Very nice job. Okay, everyone, now we're going to go back down on all fours again. Okay, this one, considering that there are 3 major hamstrings back there in the back of your leg, this one's going to get more of the medial hamstring, so on the inside. Okay, Jen's going to get on all fours. She's going to kick one leg straight out. Now notice that her leg is directly parallel to her body, okay? Perpendicular, to her body. This foot is not on the sole of your shoe like this, like so your foot's not down. You're kind of rolling on the side of your shoe. That's important, okay? In this position right here, the back toe is going to be down, which you'll see in the video in a second. Jen is simply going to rock back to that heel, and then, and then back up. And we're going to do this 8 times, just like everything else. Everything's been 8. And while you're doing it, while you're rocking back and forth, I want you to feel like you're putting a little pressure down with that heel that's on the ground. So every time you rock back, you're just pushing down that pressure into your heel. And this is going to really kind of activate the inner adductor of the leg. 8 on the side here. And again, you can progress this easier or harder, however you like. The more you bring your leg up higher, so if you lift that leg up even further up, you're going to get even more of a stretch, okay? But for now, let's just keep it perpendicular with the body, straight out to the side. Drifting back, nice and smooth. We're not trying to be spastic here. You don't need to go at a fast pace. This is nice and controlled. And just 8 times. And with the combination of everything we've done prior, right about now, your hamstrings, the back of your leg should be feeling pretty warm. Okay, everyone, next one, we're going to do a standing hip flexor stretch. We call it hip flexor stretch because it's actually an extension of the hip flexor, but it really works the hamstring. So find yourself a chair, find yourself any type of elevated surface that you can use. Put one foot up on it, stay nice and tall, okay? Notice how Jen's posture is excellent. Her leg that's straight here on the ground is locked down straight the whole time, okay? That's important. What she's going to do with this leg is she's going to lift that knee up high, she's going to kick that leg straight out, and continue. So we got 8 on the side here, okay? Now Jen's very good with balance. You might need to put a chair next to you and just kind of hold on to something, but like everything else, try to get 8 on the side, switch legs, and do the same thing. And the whole entire time you're doing it, focus more not on the leg kicking out, but that leg that's on the ground, that's straight, that leg one of Jen's right now, try to lock that knee out. Because it's going to do a lot of work for your glute, which is also a key muscle to keep your hamstrings loose. Good job. Okay, everyone, the last of this series of hamstring stretches is the inchworm, okay? And we're going to shake it up on you. By now, your hamstrings should feel really warm, should feel loose. We are only going to do 6 inchworms, okay? Jen's going to go over it with you right now. So, first thing you're going to do, get yourself some room because you need a little space to travel. Jen's going to get down, keeping her legs kind of going for her toes, and she's going to walk out on her hands, okay? Now notice her back legs are stiff, okay? They're locked out. And notice right here, Jen just extended as far as she could. Now she's tippy-toeing up with those feet, and she's not bending the knees. That's key, okay? A lot of people, when they do the inchworm, they want to crawl up with their knees bending. Nope, it's just flipping your ankles here, just like that. Awesome. Now, every time Jen goes up there and she crawls up with those toes, her hips are going as high as she can up into the sky. That's generating more of a hamstring stretch and a calf stretch, and it's basically working the shoulders as well. Really, really good fundamental exercise to kind of warm up the entire body. There we go. Awesome. So there's 4. Now she's going to do 2 more, and it's going to be 6 total, and then we're going to call it a day. And that is going to be, there we go. Excellent job. Big extension there. One more time, coming out. Very good, tiptoe up, big stretch. There's the stretch, and boom. Okay, everyone, thanks for joining us with the hamstring mobility. Jen, how do your legs feel? Now, if you stuck with us, that was 7 drills to do to loosen up those hamstrings. Great idea to do it before a round of golf. Great idea to do it before a good, strong workout, especially especially with the lower volume. But have a good week, and we'll see you later.